We are many. Those that live beyond the veil of darkness where nightmares are born. Sanity knows no bounds, and men's thrives on the suffering of the dead. Rot in the solace in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals in hope of harvest from innocence. Tread lightly in the search for the voices and stories of the departed. For in shadow hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own hidden demons, and brings to life your deepest fear. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality in the search for life after life? Have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have. Maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers that are hidden behind the veil. Shed off the blinders and open your mind's eye and listen to their stories. We are they. We are Incarnate Paranormal.
And what is up, everybody? How the hell are you? Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Yes, I went there. But, hey, we're one day closer to the holiday. It's going to be a 4-day weekend for this guy. Yeah, looking forward to it. Today was pretty steady day at work. Nothing overbearing. So yeah, we're gonna try to push for 2 hours tonight. Not gonna guarantee it. I'm gonna have to step away though. Expecting a couple packages from Amazon. So when they get here, I'll just have to hit the away screen, run grab them, and come right back. So nothing major there. Last night we had some great EVPs. Hello. Me being cut off. I'll be right back. Peekaboo and dying here. Made it up to the 40-minute mark. Vexus Recorder, Night 1. Nevada State Prison, Investigation number 3. God, that's a mouthful. But, yeah, next year we, hopefully, if you missed it last night, should have another prison to investigate. If all goes well and the security is all good on it. Which would be great. And Deds, how you doing tonight? Glad you're here. Glad you're here early. Excuse me. So if they do close down the prison, which looks like they're going to, if it's temporarily, I don't know if they'll let people in to investigate, but if they close it down permanently, you're going to have two prisons next door to each other, which benefits people like us. We get to investigate. Got everything loaded up. Got everything ready. Like always. Hope you guys got a comfortable place to sit. Got the headphones in. Something cool to drink. And yeah, we're going to need it tonight. If it's permanent, even if it's permanent, we don't get to investigate it. That means the upper yard, they're not going to close down. And we can, well, yeah. It's going to be easier for us to stay overnight, hopefully, if we can get some kind of facilities in there. I don't care if I have to rent an RV and sleep in the yard. That'd be fine by me. We're gonna figure something out. I'm brainstorming a lot, so next year we're gonna be doing even better, and I'm excited for this. I am really excited. And then I first got to NSP, I never had to use the restroom. Yeah. West Coast Paranormal. Wow, I thought only paranormal investigator on Twitch. Look what I found. West Coast Paranormal. How you doing this evening? Welcome to it. Yeah, well.
We are the ones who dwell within.
Thank you for the follow. There are a couple others. Paranormal Fam. They are an Italian paranormal channel. The guy does speak English, so you can drop in and speak to him. Interface. Excuse me, got a frog in the throat for some reason, and it's early. Oh. Interface Death. They're out of Ohio. Justin Brown and those guys, great group of people. They stream like once a week. So there's a few of us. But I'm the only one that analyzes paranormal evidence from the investigations, which is great. I just wish more people would do it and we could get our own channel so we're not in talk shows and podcasts. Where are you out of, West Coast Paranormal? California, Arizona, Utah. So you, what I like to do as well, awesome. I'll make sure and actually, you know what? Let's take care of this right now. Since I got you in here, let me do this. Where are we at? Threw you a follow right back. Butte County, North California. Okay, cool. Since it's your first night here, we are analyzing Nevada State Prison. This is a third investigation. We're on our fourth recorder, and we're already 56 EVPs in. First year we investigated the prison, we had 436 EVPs. The second year we had 469. This year we had more gear and more time. So, and next year I will be opening up the investigation to the viewers first. Before I open this up, I'm going to, let me rephrase that. Lingering Souls Paranormal out of Phoenix, Arizona will be the only team I invite first. After that, it goes to any viewer in the channel who wants to join the investigation, more than welcome to join. I'm going to try to book the prison for 3 nights. It's $125 a night per person. You get responsible for your airfare, your hotel, your travel, all that. But you get literally, get this up here. This is Nevada State Prison. And all the buildings up top. So stick around. Become part of the family. And yeah, I will be, like I said, more than welcome to join as long as you're a stable part of this community. We already got like 4 of the viewers that want to go. So keep that in mind. All of that for $125 per night. Reset my channel. I was Butte County Ghost, but everyone call it Butt County. Butte. The only reason I know Butte is I grew up outside Kansas City. We had a couple of the cities. Butte. You got Butte, Montana, not Butt, Montana. So West Coast Paranormal. It actually does ring better. Used to be a part of Sin City Paranormal, but yeah, when I left that, I had to do my own thing here. So I feel you. Again, let's get to some audio. We're 40 minutes into this recorder of about 6.5 hours. Pause this real quick. Duds. Actually, no. We can't go up to the gun towers. They're structurally not sound enough to go up there. You remember Chris saying I could go up that guard tower if I wanted to, but they're full of rat and pigeon droppings. They're not stable enough, so I've already asked that. And West Coast, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, West Coast. So what we did here, just so you know, there's like 18 recorders. We just basically hit record, announced where in the prison it was being left, and we left the recorders unattended all night long. So most of what you're going to hear are residual EVPs. Some of them are very intelligent. The only ones you're going to hear, well, you'll hear when we're in a Vexus recorder, which is execution chamber door. And West Coast, then let me say one more thing, then we'll get to the audio. When you hear me say Vexus recorder, DEADS recorder, Sims recorder, anybody who donates enough for a recorder, I put their screen name, I put their Twitch name on the recorder. So when I go to the investigation, okay, this is Vexus recorder, Night 1, Nevada State Prison, being left on execution chamber door. The viewers get to hear their name mentioned on the investigation. It's kind of a thank you for donating. So let me knock this down just a hair. And in case you're wondering, all these pictures around the screen are people that were executed at Nevada State Prison. I think it adds a little something to the stream. Slamming door followed by a motorcycle. So many residual slamming cell doors. This is insanity. The fact there's nobody in the cell block at this time, this is absolute insanity. And we do have a couple of the doses from the prison that will come into this channel from time to time. And they have confirmed this is actual paranormal activity. They don't get the cell doors slamming like this all the time, which is actually pretty cool. Let me okay. Let me pause this real quick. This is actually, I'm going to go ahead and play this. This is one of the EVPs we got last night. So this one is actually really creepy. So that literally basically die in here. The fact the recorder's on the execution chamber door and we get an EVP saying die in here is extremely creepy and very unsettling. But it's one of the ones we get. And I see Sister Nightshade is back again. How you doing tonight? The sound above it on that EVP was an airplane going over. Oh, doing good, sister. Thank you. That sounds like howling. Howling or wailing? Uh, very faint, but it's there. Uh, okay, it almost sounds like somebody wailing in pain. But I don't think this is enough to consider paranormal. And the weird thing is, the first 2 years investigating the prison, we didn't get this many cell doors slamming. Recorders being left in the same places 3 years in a row. And it wasn't windy, so take wind out of the equation. And there was only 6 people on prison grounds, minus the docents. So there was 9 total on the first night. Excuse me. This is the kind of recording you just set up for a haunted house. You just turn this up loud in the hallways. Let people think doors are slamming. And here we are, back to the threes. I'm not going to go down the D word, but every Hollywood has ruined. No, we weren't, but you remember we got this on Sims Recorder as well. I guarantee it would almost match up if we played the sounds together, because Sims Recorder was right around the corner in the execution viewing room. We had 3 recorders in this area. Last Night's Cells, execution door, execution viewing room, and we had your GoPro in there too, facing the execution door. So we're going to have 3 sets of audio that match up to each other. As I was saying, Hollywood has killed the 3 knocks. It's mocking the Trinity. No, it's not. It's sheer coincidence. 3 a.m.'s a witching hour. No, paranormal activity is just more noticeable at 3 a.m. because there's less outside interference. We're getting activity at 4:30 in the afternoon investigating the prison. We had more happen at 4:30 in the afternoon than we did at 11 o'clock at night. So yeah, we're 46 minutes in. That would put this about 5:20 or 5:30 in the evening. So we're getting this type of residual sound before dinner's served. No. Oh. No. And we're back to the wildlife. Okay, we've heard coyotes, we've heard birds, we've heard rats. We got Noah's Ark in the prison. We've heard all the animals. Jesus. Yeah, I remember the whoosh. I do not know how to explain this one. That's a mule deer on high alert. Remember, Susan and the Chris has said they've had deer inside the gate. They've had deer inside the gate, so... I guarantee there's a hole in the fence somewhere. We're at their sister. It's bats. I think they're bats. But like I said, remember this prison has been closed since 2012. The last execution was Mr. Daryl Mack in 2016. So 2016 was the last execution, which means personnel and equipment was probably cleared out by 2017. So that puts that puts almost 6 years where there hasn't been a physical body working at the prison, aside from the docents. But there hasn't been residents of the prison since 12. That sounds like rubber soles on concrete floor. That sounds like squeaky shoes. Matter of fact, that's exactly what that is. Which would be the rubber soled shoes they're given in the prison as prisoners. So I think we can count that as residual footsteps. What do you guys think? Deads, West Coast. Sister, you say yes. And again, it's in threes. I just think that's funny. Let's see what happens when I denoise it. Yeah, because you hear the door and the footsteps. Yeah, good call. So we're actually going to count this one. And you guys know me, I rarely count residual like this. If it was just the door or just the footsteps separately, I wouldn't count it. I've passed over so much of that. I mean, if we were counting doors, we'd already have 500 EVPs, or 500 pieces of evidence, should I say. But the fact that we have the door and the squeaking of the footsteps, I've got to at least write it down. So give me a second, guys. All right. And another one for the counter. 2305 overall and EVP 57 for Nevada State Prison. And it actually continues. And I'm thinking, guys, if this is all possibly just sheer residual energy. We're hearing all these cell doors and doors opening and closing. This is dinner hour. So could this be all the cell block doors opening, in succession because they're all going down to culinary to eat? Could this be because it's been done for so many years that energy is just imprinted into the environment? So this might not be residual, partially residual. This might just be imprint energy all the way down the line. It's imprint energy of the cell doors and the inmates going to dinner every night. I'm sure if we did this at 6 or 7 in the morning, we would get the same thing of the inmates going to breakfast. And probably do it around 11 or noon when they go to lunch. So we'd probably get the same thing, 3 times a day. I'm thinking, theoretically, that this is imprint energy. Hearing lock-related noises every 15 minutes because they kept them under pretty close watch. So a guard unlocks the gate, locks it, walks down the hallway. The fuck? The hell is that? I don't know, guys. West Coast, you're a paranormal guy. What do you think on this one? It sounds like a rustling of some kind. Sounds like some kind of a crinkling of paper or something. I don't know. Debunk that and move on. Definitely some of the strangest noise I've heard from the prison yet. I'm actually shocked we haven't pulled an EVP out of this yet. Sorry, had to. I do that every once in a while. I'm evil. Sounds like a duck outside. Duck or geese? Now, I will say, I think we're going to have problems on two recorders. The one recorder we left in the cave and the one recorder we left in the hole. Technically, they are outside. So I think we're going to have, 6 hours of a lot of outdoor noise. I'm hoping we got the EVPs with it, though. Last year we left the recorder on the gate to the cave, and we still got two EVPs. Granted, it took us 6.5 hours to find them, but they were there. Are we gonna get it in the hole? I'm willing to bet we get at least 5 or 6 EVPs out of the hole. Just imagine spending 20 years of your life in a cave the size of a small master bedroom. Then they lobotomize you. That's some pretty weird dreams there, sister. Some really weird dreams. And those are a couple of those are hollow. And you can tell the last two, those are interior, which means everything's coming from inside, but they're hollow. So they're coming from close. They're coming from very close. What I'm waiting for, though, I cannot wait to get to night 3. Neil Pitney's cell. For those that don't know, let me bring this up real quick. This is Neil Pitney. Pretty much a scumbag all the way around. Died of a heroin overdose in his cell and did some pretty horrific things to get put in there. Murdered his mother, decapitated her, and did some dirty things to her body for about a year. We put a happy birthday mom card in his cell. And I cannot wait to see what evidence we got from it. Talk about poking the bear a little bit. We sure did. Well, he was it Sebastian Bridges, which was, forget which guy it was up here. I think it was 5th one over on the left. If I remember right, he murdered his son. I might be wrong on that one. But if I remember, one of them did. And his last words were, "I didn't kill nobody." I will say, trying to remember all these, not easy. That's why I've got notes. Literally, everybody that was executed and what they did and their execution dates. So, I'll always refer to the notes, guys. It's impossible to remember 62 people. No way. I honestly think for not carrying notes with me, I nailed this investigation pretty stout. Now, if you're curious about the Heartbreaker was, let me get back again. This guy, Floyd Burton Loveless. This guy's case was pretty rough. Executed, gas chamber, 17 years old. There's a book out there called The Boy Nevada Killed. I highly suggest you guys read it. If you're interested in Nevada State Prison, read how the judicial system treated this guy or treated this kid. It's quite fascinating. And yet you almost feel for him. The fact he killed a deputy, it's kind of rough. Yes, it did. It explained it in detail. According to the words of Loveless himself, his friend that was traveling with him, who actually separated with him because they had an argument and was not there when he murdered the deputy. And the deputy didn't die right away, he died later. But he was able to identify or give a description of Floyd Burton Loveless and kind of give a brief description of what happened because he got shot in the throat. So he was able to, detail it a little bit. It's kind of heartbreaking that a 15-year-old kid was tried for murder and executed at 17. That's a coyote. Or is that? Dej, you're the wildlife expert. Raccoon. Okay. It is wildlife. Yeah, sister, last year's investigation of the prison, we actually had an owl right outside of C Block. It had a nest right on the windowsill. It was one of the coolest things in the world. Seeing that owl just look in the window at you. And there's a reason Dead says that, sister. Pause this one more time, real quick. The first investigation in Nevada State Prison, had recorders set out in the Native American ceremonial area, and we were out there investigating with the spirit box, and we had the N word dropped twice in 60 seconds through the spirit box, clear as day. I was worried about losing my Twitch account. So, yeah, when he says that, there's a reason. Yeah, we had it dropped twice. The look on my face was sheer terror. I'm like, please don't let anybody report that. This is just a paranormal show. I cannot control what the spirits say. It was like, oops. Rapid fire, immediate disclaimer. Twitch, this is not me. I've never heard that on an investigation. I'm approaching 900 investigations, and I've never heard that dropped like that. But you're going to get that in prisons. Okay, what the hell is that? Okay, bear with me, guys. This is the part I hate because I have to pause it, go through all the enhancements before I clean it up. Got to throw some vocal enhancers in a couple times, so please bear with me. We bump that way up. And hopefully this doesn't get too warbly, which it generally does. It generally will. Denoise. Cover your ears, guys. This might be loud. Okay, I'm going to have to go this route. And I hate doing it this way. Not it's about 50-50 going through the signal strength and cleaning it up that way. A lot of times it'll come out hollow and warbly. Other times it works like a dream. It's hit and miss, and it's kind of I don't know. It just kind of irritates me sometimes when it works so well. Then other times it just completely shits the bed. So we're going to go there. Let's try that. Screwed it up. Okay, so that didn't work. Shit. I don't think this is paranormal anyway, but let's see. What if I went to reverb? It does sound like whispering, but I think that's a raccoon. I think that's that chirp of the raccoon. It's a short chirping. And here's the downside. It's the more I clean it up, the more distorted it gets. This isn't an EVP. I think this is a raccoon chirping. There were female investigators, but not until, well, they weren't even, I don't think they were in the area yet. First night we only had, what I say, 6 people. Second night we had 4, and the third night we had 15. The first night, I don't think they were in the area for a while. But yes, there were female investigators. That's why I'm trying to listen further down the road to see if this happens to be, which I don't think it is. I haven't got any female EVPs out of the execution area. I don't think there were any women executed at Nevada State Prison after 1905. I think pre 1862-ish, there was one and she was hung. But that wasn't anywhere in that area. That was, I believe, in another part of the grounds, if I remember my history right. So we're going to debunk this. That is raccoon. And this time through, I'm trying to be very ginger with the EVPs. But if it was a female investigator, we would have heard them walk in. And pre-investigation, before everybody went their own ways out to the prison, I did make it known. Please be aware. I have recorders spread throughout the prison. If you walk into an area, just announce yourself. So don't walk in blind and talking so we don't take it as evidence later. Come in and say, hey, it's if you see the recorder, just say, hey, this is so-and-so. So where these recorders are at, you're not going to miss them. Again, the downside of leaving recorders unattended. I was honestly thinking, if you look at it, I don't think we have anybody coming in until an hour 57. hour 57 minutes. Somebody comes in. That's still 40 minutes away. So we would hear people come in and talk. So West Coast, how long have you been in the paranormal? The Church of the Black Madonna in Kosovo? That is freaking awesome. We got it on film with KSAT News 12 or 12 News. That is cool. That's amazing. I'm jealous about the Kosovo, by the way. My number one is, wait for this knocking. That does sound like a whisper. That definitely sounds like a whisper. I don't know. I just don't know. It's a class 3 EVP either way. Okay. Let's try getting this cleared up. I wish you could actually go in and choose how much you wanted to raise the vocal enhancer, 10%, 20%, so on. I'd make it so much easier than just having to go in time and time again to enhance it. Let me Bear with me, guys. This is a tough one. This is so tiny that I don't want to screw this up. See if this will even work. Okay. Let's go there. We're going to get this one. We are going to get this one if it drives me insane. That's as clean as I'm going to get it. Definitely sounds like Help Me. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Count it or kill it? It does a little bit. Now, I want to pause this for a second. West Coast, you're going to get a kick out of this one. There's been several times here on the show where we're analyzing EVPs, and all my viewers hear something. The same thing. I hear something completely different. I write down both because I'm not sure. Usually it's a pretty much a majority vote in here. And also I'll go and listen to it after the stream. I might be hearing Help Me. We'll use this one for example. I'll go back and play it later, and it's exactly what the freaking viewers said it was. Run away. So what I'm hearing now is not necessarily what I'm going to hear if I save it and come back later. So we've had ones where it's like, hey, I was completely wrong. What I heard later was right. So I don't know if spirits are manipulating what I'm hearing right now, but it, like I said, it could be very well be run away. I'm just not hearing it completely, which is very strange. So what we're going to do here, one more thing, then we're going to stretch it. Okay. I'm hearing Help Me now. Now I'm hearing Help Me. Wait. I'm hearing Run Away too. I'm hearing both of them. I'm writing them both down. I'm writing them both down. I'm hearing both, which is freaking rare. This is where I save them and I play it for the docents at the prison. So, yeah. I'm going to count both. I can always go back and delete it, which is I've done before. And if you are curious to all the evidence we've got at Nevada State Prison on the past 2 investigations, not this one, if you want to join my Discord, scroll down. The link is down there. And if you go down into documents, I typed up all the EVPs and timestamped them to what we got in the prison over both investigations. A lot of people like reading it. This is what we got. So, and everything we got on both investigations were found on this show when we analyzed it. And West Coast, you know this as well as I do. Analyzing evidence, sometimes it's just you fight it. You know your class A, B, and C EVPs. Class 3, you write them down, but you kind of just put them in the back for a while and let other people hear it. Drives me absolutely nuts. Prison was originally built in 1862, closed in 2012. Last execution was done in 2016. And if you're wondering, pause this real quick again. The pictures on the wall behind me. Right here, start off Jesse Bishop. First person to be executed in Nevada when they brought back the death penalty. Next picture over, Guy John. First person to be executed by the gas chamber. Next picture over, John Hancock. First person to be hung, Nevada State Prison. Next picture over, Edward Carroll Cole, first person to die by lethal injection in Nevada. And the bottom, Andresa Mirkovic, only person Nevada State Prison to be executed by firing squad. So yeah, a lot of history, a lot of stuff we're still trying to research. A lot of pictures we can't find. Yes, that's there's prehistoric footprints in Nevada State Prison too. They've actually got an area kind of cornered off. They actually have fossilized footprints on the grounds. Actually, really, really cool. But let me find this real quick. Do I have it here? No, I don't. What'd I do with it? I'll have to find it for another show. The prison is just. Actually, let me get the link for you. If you want to read it, let me hit play here while I get the link. This is an old expired link, and I mean old. So you might get a warning on it. I did, but it's safe. It's an archived website. This actually is history of the executions at Nevada State Prison. Nevada State Prison actually had its own casino as well. It had tables set up for inmates to gamble. But yeah, it's strange knowing the the prehistoric history on the grounds of Nevada State Prison. It's a whole nother energy. Even I'm wondering if there's not underground wells or underground rivers under Nevada State Prison. You feel the energy on the grounds. It's almost vibrating. Just the goings on inside the prison, on top of the grounds itself. It's massive. If you're not, I don't want to say if you're not grounded, but if you're not watching it, it will take everything from you. The first night I investigated there, I was so tired I couldn't even see. After the first investigation, 2 nights, it took me a month to recover. Second investigation, it took me a month and a half to recover. This investigation, it only took me a couple weeks. But it will take from you. But it's so worth it. And just so you know, this is where the recorder's setting. I had the recorder set right up on this this little lip. And that's the execution chamber. And that is a picture of the hotel that sat on the grounds before the prison was built. Warm Springs Hotel. Figure we're 19 hours in to 450 hours of audio. We got so much to go through. It's fun, but wow. Audio, it does me too if I don't have an audience in here. I pretty much, let me pause this again. I started the show to kind of educate people. This isn't what you see on TV. And it gives a lot of viewers a sense of accomplishment knowing they helped find an EVP. And they're like, I never thought this. You know, it's like people are so accustomed to watching TV shows. They don't realize the hours that goes into analyzing audio and video and everything on top of that. And this is my love, is analyzing and finding that, like going through and finding that runaway or help me, whichever it was. That one little whisper, that one little blip in the power signature. It's like, this is cool. I've never hated analyzing audio. I've always loved it. It's just like, look what we found. Look what we plucked out for our clients. And they're like, who did this? Well, I did it, plus all my viewers. I'm not just saying I found this just to amuse you. I had an audience, I had a chat room analyzing every second of audio with me. And I make sure and type that out too. When I present to the client with a USB drive with all the EVPs, I give them a copy of the documents of all the people that we're helping analyze. So they know that I'm not just full of shit. Because analyzing audio alone sucks. And to the point where I can sit and talk and I can still hear the EVPs underneath. It's bad that I've trained myself to do that. And you almost have to streaming. Oh wait, we got to go back. There's an EVP there. No, there's not. Okay, let's move on. What's the next subject? But knowing you have audio and video 450 hours, you need help. It's not just here you go. It's like, let's all do this together. This is gonna suck. We're looking at 250 shows at least to go through all this. Which is going to take us pretty damn close to the next investigation of Nevada State Prison, Part 4. I want to time it just right to where 2 or 3 nights before we finish. But I hate doing this, but this is actually, we are going to call it for the night. I just got a text. I've got to be into work a little bit early, so I apologize. I will be back tomorrow night, Thanksgiving Eve, for a show. So about the same time, 6:30 ish, until whenever, because Thanksgiving don't have to work, so we can do a longer show if we want to. West Coast Paranormal, I truly thank you for the follow. Thank you for being here and helping with the audio. Please come back and join. I enjoyed having you here. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome, and thank you. You spent some time in here. You know, you help with the audio. You know, you're interacting with everybody else. Been doing this over 2 years now. And I've been doing 14 in the paranormal field, but somebody finally said, why don't you stream your evidence? And here I am. Here I is. And it's been very interesting for me, trying to get comfortable behind the microphone and the camera and be interactive while analyzing. But you know what, we're getting there. We're growing slowly but surely. Hopefully, Twitch gets off their butt and gets us our own paranormal channel. Please. There are a lot of us out there that want to do this. We don't want to go through just chatting. We don't want to go through talk shows and podcasts, because we get shuffled down because of the streamers, the female streamers who like to show everything. We need our own category. So Twitch, if you are listening, please, paranormal investigation category. Please. It will grow once you do it, I promise. Anyways, guys, once again, I thank you. Good night. God bless. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks again. See y'all later.